brought 2 of my own.
Yeah, I know.
Parched. I really am.
I got a little warm out there.
What? That cold weather didn't do us no justice.
When you're ready,
Yeah.
we'll get an opening statement from you, and then we'll open up questions for you. and
Sure.
Claire. Cameras ready in the back? Everybody good? All right, Coach, when you're ready.
Okay, well, that was a very evenly played football game. It was good. It was good. I think as far as from a fan perspective, plenty of scoring, plenty of plays. First games are always fun because you don't know what you have until you play it. And I was very pleased with the way our team played for the most of it. I thought that the Memphis team played well also. And it was very encouraging I think, for both teams. We have a lot of things we need to work on. We'll get right back to work on that tomorrow morning as we take a look at the tape and then move on to our next week.
Coach, was it good to be in a close game early on and just have those situations where you had to work on it, and then in the game to be able to work on blocking it?
Well, was it good to be in a close game? I would not prefer to be in a close game. Okay, if I have my choice. But we were playing a good football team, and you get the opportunity to work on those things that as they unfold. I thought that our guys, for the most part, responded when they were faced with certain situational things. We stubbed our toe a couple times on some particular situations. We had a couple times where we had to take timeouts either because of substitution or because of play clock. We need to clean those things up, but I tell you, it's hard to get wins at this level, and so when you get them, you want to enjoy it. We're going to enjoy it, and then we're going to correct what we need to correct.
Case, how did it feel to be back and health-wise? How are you doing?
Yeah, it felt good. I think for me, it always is good to get like the first hit out of the way, and really get after it because. You sit there and practice and just kind of no one touches you all the time. So it was good to get the first one on your belt. Going to the first game, you're always a little blind, new coordinator, what they're going to do, how are they going to approach it. And I thought that all the guys responded really well, and it was a great game.
I haven't talked to you since you had the injury last year. What was the rehab like? And I know you spent some time in the NFL as well.
Yeah.
Just getting back to that.
Yeah, it was, I think it was like nonstop for me because I broke my leg, had surgery, 3 or 4, 5 days later. I got married 5 days after I had surgery. So I kind of went right into rehab mode after that and pushed it pretty hard. At the 2-month mark, I was doing tryouts and things like that. And then was able to get signed at the 4-month mark of my rehab. So I pushed really hard to try to get back into shape and work on my footwork, clean it up, my base, flexibility. But it was a grueling rehab, but a lot of people helped me through the whole process. I feel so bad for my wife because we got married and I sat on the couch for about a month and a half with my foot up, and she'd go off and work and I'm just sitting there on the couch all day. So I want to thank her for taking care of me. But rehab-wise, it was just kind of pushing, grinding, and just trying to find something to get better at every day.
I want to echo that. I want to thank his wife for taking care of him. I pictured like Parks and Recreation, where the guy's sitting on the couch all day,
That actually,
pass on his
that
foot,
is exactly how it was. So my wife's the same.
You had 3 touchdown passes, beautiful touchdown passes to Greg. Can you take us through that play and what you saw?
Yeah, we were trying to honestly let the defense get set to get an empty protection set, and they were kind of bouncing around. We ended up kind of not getting the slide over, and so we watched that on film. But overall, I knew I was hot, so I knew I had to buy Tevin just a touch of time, and Devin did a great job of setting his corner high and then coming back to it. So he made it really easy for me just to kind of just lay it up out there, and he did the rest of the job.
You had a lot of good catches today, that from converted third down and also a touchdown pass. Just building that chemistry throughout camp just led to what happened today.
Yeah, definitely. It's been really a big priority, with such a short training camp. We just got together, it feels like a month ago, really, it's been about a month. So just building chemistry every day with all the guys, just getting those reps in versus different looks, empty looks, zero looks, just making sure we're always able to help Case out, so it just take some hits off of them.
I know the personnel is a lot different from last year to this year, but you were able to run the ball pretty effective against them last year.
Yeah.
Was the plan just to come in and throw it, or were they pretty effective stopping them?
No, we came in just really open to doing whatever would move the football, and I thought we had times where we moved it both ways. Probably not as much as like last year. We really moved the football, running the ball, against them. So, but they're different too. Different guys, new coordinator. But within the same system, Carnell was here last year and taking over. But you never know how a new coordinator is going to make calls or situationally what he's going to do. So we had to kind of feel things out a little bit. And I tell you what, these guys they had 16 practices, okay, before this, okay, 16, and that's speaks highly of just the whole and just the whole game, both sides. I mean, it was a competitive, I thought, well played football game.
New addition, Corey Coleman. Looks like you guys are on the same page a lot. Got a big reception there to move the chains late. What's it been like developing for them?
Yeah, so I think what Corey did really well this camp with such a core group returning, he stepped in and was very unselfish. He's lined up wherever coaches asked him to do. And what Corey then also does really well is just he runs his routes very clean. He's very direct in what he does, and he's easy to throw the ball to, which is I haven't thrown to a lot of guys like that where you're small. We're lucky to have like 3 or 4 of them on our team, so it's a lot of fun. I look out there and there's probably 3 or 4 guys that are under 6 foot and can go make catches, big time catches up in the air, and then you have 2 big guys on the outside. So I think it's awesome to see him have a good game, and I think in the future defenses are going to have to try to figure out who to key off of, and we're going to keep spreading the ball around, and hopefully next week it's a couple different guys that go off.
Anybody else? All right, anybody on the Zoom have any questions?
Looks like Sam Just.
Yeah, I was curious, how do you go about fixing the protection issues that led to 5 sacks on Case today?
Protection issues? Yeah.
5 sacks in Case.
Yeah, we had 5. Yeah, we had, one of them, we had a tackle that just whiffed, so, I mean, that was just, he overset it. So, that's a technique thing. We had a couple in there, and Case will tell you, where we probably should have thrown the football. It just that, as things start to get blurry, as the line backs up, sometimes you can't get exactly the throwing angle or throwing lane that you want. We'll get better. I think that between scheme and technique, I think we're about 50-50 on those, and so we'll clean up the technique and we'll see where we went wrong on the scheme. We have the ability to handle just about anything, and believe me, we work on it. These guys will tell you we work pressure in every practice. I said we had 16 practice. We work pressure in every practice, including the last one of the week. So I feel good where we're at in terms of the personnel we have. We just got to do it better. That's all. And it's the first time that it was fast. I mean, it's the first time we had where things were game speed. So.
Okay, go ahead.
Kevin, what's it like playing with Corey, a guy that's played in the league, first-round pick, and just having him part of that group?
It's great. I actually had a chance to be with Corey when I was with the Chiefs in this training camp, so I was a little bit familiar with him already, but just having Corey in there, it's just another a vet guy who just has a lot of experience over everybody. So just him coming in, showing leadership, showing different techniques, just a new perspective. And also he's a new guy coming in, so he's bringing in a different juice because, we brought a lot of guys back. So it's been great. All of us love him in there.
You good? Anybody else on Zoom? You good?
Yeah, one more question.
All right, last question, go ahead.
It's an unfortunate game where there was a bit of a breakdown in discipline and key penalties that led directly to points for Memphis. What are some ways the team can work on not making mental errors and keep focused on the red zone?
Talking about mental errors in the red zone.
On offense or on defense?
I think penalties.
Oh, the penalties we had on defense. Is that what you're asking?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, we went into this game, and the things that I emphasized, pregame with these guys was that hey, unforced errors. Okay, when we had too many of them on defense today, too many unforced errors where we commit penalties that it's something that it's in our head, and it's. So I mean, we jump too many times. Defensive linemen, it's like we got to either get earmuffs for them or get them watching the ball a little better. So I think that that's something that we'll continue to address and work on. And when in a first game, that to me that's one of the more important aspects of putting yourself in a position to win is if you can keep it clean, and we need to work on that. Unforced errors are not something that are going to help you win ball games.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Yep.
Guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Actually, I think you're going to go out the back door.
Thank you, people on the Zoom. Appreciate you tuning in.